We're gonna do something fun and different today. We've made a video, and it was our underwater camera, the first ever ocean use of the Bass and Tackle underwater camera. So we're gonna check this stuff out. Right now you can see we're dropping down. Looks like a bare hook, but it's not. It's a 3-ounce flutter jig. Look at those fish, folks. You'd be horrified at how many fish are down there that don't actually care about your bait or your lure. But that's what we've got going on. Look at that. Every now and then they show some interest. The bite was a lot hotter earlier in the day, and it faded off. This was mid-noon, maybe 1, 2 o'clock. Look at that big eel on the left-hand side. You see that? Check that out. All right, so we're back on surface. We put a twister tail on here. We're gonna drop it back down, try something else, see if we can elicit a strike from these guys. I mean, look at that. Look at the amount of fish. And this doesn't do it justice. I mean, we've got 4 hours of nothing but fish. And they eventually bit, but this is just one of those times where they didn't like what I had. We're going to drop down here all the way to the bottom. We're at about 60 feet here. Give you an idea of what's down there, the ledges. You know, a lot of times when you lose gear, when you hit bottom, you got to pull it up real quick. Look at that fish. He didn't even care. But how easy would it be to catch on that ledge? Folks that don't know what they're doing and they drag their lures a little bit, man, you get in some of these rocks. This is off the glass house. You drag it 20, 30 feet. That's it. You've lost all of your gear. My camera is set up on 65-pound braid, and I've got a 15-pound leader underneath. So if I catch my hook, I don't care. Now look at that guy. Hit him in the head. He's kind of mad. He comes from center left, takes a strike at it, misses. Oh, I set the hook, and I snagged him in the tail. It's funny because we got him to surface, and we're like, how the heck do you snag a fish in the tail? How is that even possible? Well, now we know with the Bass and Tackle underwater camera. Check that out. He's not huge. He's a black rockfish, but yeah, we kept him. I mean, if we threw him back, his friends wouldn't believe the story anyway. You know, like, hey, there was a bright light, and it came and took me. Okay, we're going back down. Again, a lot more fish. Look at it. It's hitting these things. It's bouncing off their backs. It's running them all over the place. They don't care. Little time lapse happened there. Just to kind of give you an idea of what's down. I mean, we don't want to bore you, but we want you to see what's down there. And there, by golly, is a lot of fish. Just because they're not biting doesn't mean they're not there. Bouncing off bottom. He takes a little bit of strike, and then I go to set it. Nope, this isn't that one. This is okay. This is just straight bouncing. There we go. Now I go to set it, but the camera hooked up on that little ledge. It would have been easy for that camera to get hooked up and lose everything. So it's a matter of time before it's gone forever. But in the meantime, we're going to try to get out and get a lot more of this footage. We're running about 60, 70 foot here. Now we've got a 7-ounce flutter jig with a glow tail. We're going to deep water. That's about 100, 120 feet, and then we just fade to black. Hooked up a lingcod. We're bringing it up. This is what it looks like as it's coming back into the daylight. Again, a little bit of time lapse so you can see what's going on. Not a huge fish, but a nice fish. And there he is. And he met his end. He's going to meet some hot oil tonight. Running back down, and the next one we catch is a beautiful quillback. But just look how perfect hookup right there, the top of that lip, just coming up. He doesn't know what hit him. So we're going to hit the reefs. We're going to hit that shallow water a lot more as well, and show you guys what's out there. If we can do 30, 40 foot, clarity will be good. You'll be able to see a lot more. We're going to produce this stuff. We're going to bring it to you. And that's Bass and Tackle, where we set you up for adventure and give you directions to get there.